So I have a few ways that ego gets in the way with our soul psychic abilities. These are just a few. All right, there's probably a lot more, but these are the ones I've noticed in my own practice, in my own growth, and I can impart this upon to you from my own perspective. Frankly, when ego is getting in the way, I'm going to say this over and over in like every segment, but it is overcomplicating the process dealing with your ego. And if you have the perseverance, which you do, because getting to know your soul abilities is knowing you even more. And who doesn't want to know fully what you are capable of and who you are? So ego might think it knows who you are, but getting to know your soul senses, your soul abilities is expanding and challenging your ego into who you actually are, what you are actually capable of. So here are ways that ego gets in the way. One is that it assumes. When we are having difficulty, when we don't understand the logic, we start filling in blanks. Okay, we're playing the odds, we're closing out possibility to narrow down probability. Ego is getting in the way because it is assuming. I like to talk about it as an it because then we're objectifying it instead of personalizing your ego. Again, we need to separate the ego from yourself. It's only a component. It's not who you are. Next up, the ego wants to please. It wants to show its worth. It wants to show your worth. As a receiver, an interpreter, your message is what is valued. So if you can't please the client with your value, then you don't have value. So the ego wants to rush in to please. Know that will be coming in when you do readings. Next up, the ego second guesses. It doubts the message. It doubts the sounds, the things that are being said to you through your psychic soul senses. The ego has a really hard time with this whole concept in general because this isn't possible in our society. It shouldn't be possible, or it's very rare. Again, my belief is that everybody has this. So your ego is going to fight to adhere to the world's, the norms, all the things that you know of the world to be true. When you're getting to know the soul abilities, you are challenging this. And so the ego will get in the way by doubting the message and second guessing. By doubting the message, doubting your ability, and doubting yourself. The ego's just trying to preserve what it knows. Don't let it do that. And lastly, the ego has an ulterior.